imitates coffee. Nothing. Hello. Welcome to Art Club. How's it going? Just cleaning up a little bit. Trying to make sense of this mess that I'm in. All right. This, I'm looking at this over here. Looking pretty good. Not bad. Okay. Been going through a lot of my old stuff lately. And I think it's all shit. What the hell is this? What is that? I don't know. There's something behind it too. What is that? It's bullshit. You know what this is? Maybe that's a dog I used to have or something when I was younger. Gave a shit about life. Oh, maybe this is a cat. Pretty sure. It's upside down. What do you see? Tell me. Tell me. Maybe this was just some kind of little lizard boy that I wanted to be once upon a time. What's wrong with that? Right? But no. You grow up and the Russians brainwash you into thinking that you can do this when it's impossible. All right. Can't have one without the other. I don't know what this is, like a shopping list. Milk, eggs, spray paint, ether. Yeah, it's a shopping list of some kind. This is perverted, I think. That side especially. Welcome to Art Club. See a lot of new faces out there. Which means you've been breaking the third rule. Which is, don't break the third rule of Art Club, motherfuckers. The first rule of Art Club. There are no fucking rules in Art Club. Somebody's gotta clean that up. Sorry, Terry. Can you clean that up? After? Yeah. Cool. Second rule of Art Club. We don't talk about Art Club. Okay? The third rule is just don't talk. Just don't ever contradict me in front of anybody else, all right? Thank you. I'm probably gonna clean this up now. You can only be a rebel so much before the rebellion starts rubbing off on. I don't like where that sentence is going. All right, let's get serious. Art and artists alike have lost their way. Let's be honest. They have. A lot of you don't want to hear the truth. The truth is, art is dead. But I love zombie movies, and I know that it can be revived. With, that's better. With, oh, beautiful. With the help of electricity, compassion, deformity, and, well, levity. Anyways, came to a realization lately that I was the only one in art club, and that sway only works when you're when you put yourself out there. So I decided to come live onto the intertubes and do my best to explain what the art world and what art is to me, and why you should join the art club, the movement that will end up taking over the world. And we will paint this motherfucking town red, the entire fucking planet. I shit you not. What's this all about? People writing shit? Yeah, whatever. Hey, the left actors. You're new, right? Let's make one. Let's do it. Just follow me. Follow this little weirdo over here to where all the shit happens, right? Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit? You know, I saw this movie once. It was called Saw. I think it should have been called Bonesaw. I'm ready. I'm Bonesaw. Prick. You see, I've come to find that art without pain is just not gonna cut it for me. So before I come on live and before I start making art, I beat the fuck out of myself. I just go to town, and it makes the art that much better. You got to make sure and not go for the face so much, because if you're bleeding on the art, it's gonna make it hard. Unless it's a blood piece. You always want to make sure that especially if you're illustrating, that the paper is dry. So no sweat, no tears. Blood is okay as long as it's crustified to your face. All right? Just remember that. I'm out here in a garage that is not insulated. Thus, I am suffering because I'm freezing my fucking balls off right now. This shirt is very thin. But the art is very warm. I'm surprised you didn't know that. But here I am telling you now. So don't be surprised again if I tell you again and you're acting all surprised in front of me. I'm going to call you out on that shit. We got things to do. We got people to save. People to free. Minds to open. We ain't got time for all this petty bullshit. Unless you like that kind of stuff. I kind of like the petty bullshit sometimes. It takes the edge out of you. But mostly not. It takes practice to be this talented. And it takes good genes to be this beautiful. Unfortunately, I didn't get those genes. My parents were always shopping at secondhand stores, so I got a secondhand face, secondhand attitude. And that's okay. I still think I'm pretty original. Just remember, you are a unique, beautiful little snowflake. Your opinions matter. Your life matters. You matter. You are matter. You are the very essence of the letters that make up the word of matter. Put that in your pipe and smoke it up your ass. Please. Unless you don't smoke. Just pass it to the next guy. I think compassion, art, and a kick-ass attitude will get you far in life, but not too far. Because I think success is a little is a fickly little bitch that will bite you in the ass the first chance it gets. Believe me, I know. That was a long time ago. I'm a different person now. I can prove it. But I'm not going to. Because I don't have to. Unless you want me to. No? Okay. We're good. All y'all, I think, are just the most important, beautiful people in the whole goddamn world. That's all. That's all I gotta say about that. I have no idea if you're writing or saying anything right now. I doubt it. I doubt it. That's not what this is about. Art Club is about people waking up and realizing that they have the power to change their own lives. They have the power to change people's lives around them too, for better or worse. It's also a chance for you to realize that pens are not edible and that, unfortunately, teeth don't grow back after they fall out. I should know. This is my 6th one. I think you only get 6 rows before eventually it just stops producing teeth. Anybody else freezing their balls off? No? Fair enough. It's for the art. Makes the art better. The pain. Surprised you didn't know that again. Keep shaking my head. I don't know why. Like that. Keep thinking a big snot thing's gonna come out of my nose and go like one of those little graboid hands that you get out of a 25-cent slot machine. It's gonna slap onto this like lamp here and it's gonna pull it over here and just see? It's gonna wreak havoc. Houston. I'm finally reading some of these bubbles in my throat. I'm finally reading some of these comments. Story. You are evil incarnate, and you are reading the wrong. Oh, this is the wrong. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, I got it. This is good. Mr. Harris, Mr. Harris. Captain Obvious, jeez. Tim? Where's this Houston place you're talking about? What kind of trick you trying to pull? Huh? First base life. What? Well, to be frank, Joel, like Frank Oz. Well, I never would have thought about that ever in my entire adult life. That's how he talks. So, just to be frank for 2 seconds, that was me being Frank Oz for 2 seconds. Well, I am story. I'm just a different version of him. It's been a while since I put my 2 cents in, my 2 Frank Oz's in. I felt like I was going to do it today. But Mr. Harris said this is gay, so, well, that's that. What I'm doing here is I'm creating something from scratch that most people wouldn't understand. You see, it's a map to the center of my soul. And long after I'm gone, my soul will still be working its magic here on this plane of abysmal existence. And my soul will be touching other people's souls long after I'm dead. Joel, people are going to be drinking out of your cups long after you're dead. You know that. That's a weird thing to think about. Meanwhile, there's people on the internet that think it's cool to go around being a silly boy, which I do recommend. It is quite fun. It is quite lucrative. But at the end of the day, I'm here to connect with people. Except for if they break the third rule, you know. I'm here to connect with people and tell them how to think and make them think the way I want to think and stuff like that. That way they don't have to think for themselves. In a way. Sort of. Safety first, friends. Love the ones you're with. Trust the ones you don't. It's actually pretty warm out here. I was just lying because I'm an actor. I lie a lot. A lot. I was actually just lying down a little bit ago too when I was in bed. And I was lying there, lying to myself about wanting to get out of bed. And I didn't want to get out of bed. I was lying to myself. That's how good of an actor I am. Just started acting about 3.5 hours ago. And holy moly. I suck. But try telling that to my friends. They're all actors. All my friends are actors. They don't give a shit about acting. Obviously. Otherwise, I would have an Oscar by now. An Oscar sandwich. Anyways. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I think the best thing, or the only thing that people want, it's like Lisa from The Simpsons, when she's on the roof and she's about to eat the hot dog, when she wants to go vegetarian, and she takes a bite and she's like, the whole world wants me to eat meat. Oh my god, here I go. And so she bites into it, but then Abu's like, that's a tofu dog. That's not real meat. I can do that because I'm Caucasian. I can make fun of other races because we apparently think we're superior to everybody else. So it's okay. It's a long story. It goes back eons to when we were all one color. The color of the sky. And the gods separated us. Separated our colors. Separated our kind, our scent, our dreams, our destiny. They conquered and they divided us. 'Twas not the other way around. Surprised you didn't know that. So that's why I say fuck the universe, fuck gods, amen. Fuck God and fuck the universe, amen, motherfucker. God is in this. God is in you. You are God's. Not some words in some ancient book that don't make no sense to nobody no more. Especially this stupid ass world we find ourselves living in. This piece of shit. This son of... Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get negative. I'm just trying to be honest. We live in a shithole. We live in a cesspit. Huh? What? Just look around you. I'm alone out here. I'm looking around and I'm alone. Then who is that saying all this? Who's saying all these? Ugh. It's too early in the morning to think like that. To be negative. To think dark thoughts. You need to be kind to yourself. It's hard though. It's hard. It hurts. Don't it? But you gotta try. You gotta put your foot down and say, God damn it, I have morals, I have standards, and nobody on either side or in the middle or up top, down below is gonna change that. They're not gonna change who I am. Forgot to wear my cowboy hat when I talk like that. But you're not supposed to be even contradicting what I say anyways. That's rule number 3. Joel, make sure people aren't breaking rule number 3 for me, please. Just to never contradict me or anything like that. Because here I am, God. This is my word. Word of God. Word of God. Hey, baby, don't be eating that. Whatever you eat. What are you doing? I had to get my cat. She was trying to eat a severed hand or something over there. turn this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, hope y'all can see better now. It's important when you're on something visual, on a visual platform, there's some visuality to it, you know, something visual for your, literally visualize. Okay, let's do this. Where are we going with this? Honky dong dang, I gotta look at some of these. I gotta make sure nobody's making fun of Joel now. I gotta watch Joel's back. This wig is absolutely horrifying. I'm not sure what's going on anymore, folks. Oh, shit, I lost my chat. And how do I do this again? I think that person is on the other channel. What are they doing over there? Oh yeah, they're like speed something. And they say I'm on meth. Look at that fucker. Jesus! How can somebody even watch that? I mean, it's really cool, but I'm gonna watch it for a little bit. Isn't that just the best thing in the world? There's more light. Hey, there's more light up there. There's another light over here. All right. Well, I suppose people don't mind coming to my channel and just watching the grass grow. Because that's the thing. People always want to know what it's like, what the grass is like on the other side. Is it green? Is it dark green? Is it forest green? Is it emerald green? Usually it's emerald green. And that makes the world of a difference when you're trying to make wishes. Because clouds, when they go over emerald grass, grassy areas, I guess, they create shadows that become purple. And the purplity of those colors come through. And they change us, friends. Oh, goddamn, they change us so fucking good. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to swear. But they are so fucking good. Shit. Oh, shit, fuck me. Coffee? Coffee? That's a candle. That's a candle. Where the fuck is my coffee? Oh my god. Where is my coffee? Joel? Found it. Hey, if anybody has coffee, can you send it my way, please? I like it. I like coffee. Piping hot. Piping hot. I made these glasses myself. I mean, you want to see something? Ow! Fuck! I'm gonna show you my sunglass collection. Vincent. Huh? We cool? What's that? We cool. We're cool. We're cool. These are my sunglasses. It's just a huge thing full of sunglasses. But these are red. These are super red, so I can't, they're all like the same color. But I got a bag back in Idaho of like 15 pairs of these old school movie sunglasses, and they're really cool. Plus, when you take the frames out, they make for good like fake eyeglasses, like horn rims. But what I did for these ones, I popped out obviously the red one of these other ones that I had, but they're like, you can't do that comfortably. Like they're totally different than the other one, so I had to like force it in here, so it looks kind of it looks weird. I can't believe it's still in there. But I have a lot of these because I used to just do music videos, so I have just tons of sunglasses, and there's more. I have more scattered out all over the place. This is just the majority of them. These are the ones I actually used in my art club when I was evil story at the end of it. 2 minutes. These are the ones I actually wore to the bank robbery of 1997. I opened a bank account along. Let's change the subject. They never did find me, obviously. All right. Oh my god, this hair is ridiculous. That's better. I feel like I've gone Super Saiyan or something. Except that Super Saiyans are much cooler and more powerful. And they glow in the dark. I glow in the dark sometimes. All right. I like to draw in the dark as well. I call it the bird block. I call it the bird box discipline. I learned it from the show. And from blind people that make. It's okay. It's not that great, but it's okay art. It's okay. I mean, they're blind. I don't expect them to be able to. Whatever. That's pretty racist of me to say. I do apologize to anybody that's watching or listening that's blind or deaf. I have a handicap too. I'm an asshole. I'm so fucking sorry. So, unfortunately, for our next art club meeting, we're not going to be able to use my aunt's garage anymore. She's tired of cleaning up the blood. The oil pastels kind of get everywhere, and they really work themselves into the carpet in her like carpeted bathroom, the guest bathroom. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to probably move it back to like the basement or just the alleyway that we were using at the. I can't really give addresses and names, but you know what I'm talking about. If you were there, you were there. So next Saturday, 11 o'clock, alleyway where we first started art club. Behind that building. After you take the second right on that one street. So don't bring anybody. Don't tell anybody. Rule 2. We'll just have fun. We'll just punch each other, make some art, and we'll just bleed all over the place, and except for onto the art. It'll be great. And pictures, or it didn't happen. But don't tell anybody and don't post it online. But tell people, tell everybody you know. It's all good. We're making art. We're fucking shit up and making some art. That's what it's all about, right? Okay. Okay. You spelt Beetlejuice wrong. I sort of do. This when I'm in this character, it sort of reminds me of Beetlejuice. Actually, that's a good one. But you have to say it 5 times for me, because I'm a miserable little bitch about stuff like that sometimes. I love the word 5. I don't like the number. I'm not a big fan of the number 5, but I love saying the word, because if you're a lyricist like I am, let me give you an example. I'll just say a phrase or something, like something really catchy and cool. Just off the cuff, just randomly, you know. Coffee's shit. So it helps if I have a melody. see. I don't know. Mine. I. I forgot what we were talking about. But I do love drawing. I always have and I always will. Ain't nothing no man can say to scare me away from that. Unless they had money. If they have a bunch of money in their hand, I'll be scared. I'll run for that money. I'll like I'm running for the hills. But that hasn't happened yet. I'm what you might call even a guerrilla artist, you know. I like to go into the jungle where like other gorillas live and make art with them, you know. Get into a little wrestling match, a little cuddling match, you know. I know sign language. I could hold my own in any jungle in the fucking world. As long as there's gorillas and art, I'm down. It's the game we have to play. To make good art. To make good art better. That's all I'm saying. Gorillas and shit. Gorillas in the mist. Gorillas in the shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's catchy. Gorillas. Gotta write that down. Gorillas in the shit. Cool. I didn't realize shit was such a long word. Does anybody have any questions? What did Harris say again? Is he calling me gay still? Hey, Mr. Harris, if you're still watching, is that an invitation or something? Are you trying to hit on me? Like, people don't usually say that unless they have their own, like, you know, pre-existing conditions. It's okay, brother. Let it flow. Let the hatred flow. I'm here for you. And I'll love you no matter what, you stupid piece of shit. I don't care where you are in the world or who you are or what you look like. But I also have people watching my back. So, you probably don't, and I feel sorry for you. But I have worked hard to get where I am on this channel. And I've had to deal with many people that say awful things all the time for no reason. Except to maybe get a little goose pimple risen in their pathetic little armpit. Mostly on the right, because that's where the chakras you see, my friend, are. There's like nodules all over you. And there's 8 chakras that we have to abide by. Otherwise our body gets out of imbalance. So it's a matter of finding balance, my friend. In a world full of imbalance. In a world full of chaos and destruction and death around every fucking turn. And people trying to change you and turn you into things that you're not supposed to be or don't even want to be. The only freedom we have is the freedom in here and the freedom to control what we let out into the world. The sooner you find that out, the better. I'm still on that path because I've been covering myself up for years trying to make myself presentable for a world that fucking hates me and doesn't like me. So I finally made a choice to realize my own worth. And the worth that I'm offering you isn't surface level. It goes a little bit deeper than that, my friend. There is an abyss that you can look into. And once you look into it and you find your way back out of it, you never look at the world the same. Nothing tastes the same. Nothing sounds the same. Friends will drop you like flies. Once they realize they can't control you or can't even label you properly. Everybody's so concerned with labels and trying to just hurt other people Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? I just don't understand this world. But I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to understand this as best as I can so I can help others that are on that same path do the same. And we can bounce off each other like twigs on the shoulders of a mighty stream. That's John Candy's character from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. A lot of good, insightful words in that movie, my friend. The world's a big place. You're going to run into a lot of people who you think are different and who you think might even be doing evil things just because of the way they look or the way they dress or the way they sound, right? Or even the color of their fucking skin. I don't get it, but it's true. It's out there, obviously. This isn't a place for that. This is a place for all the fucking rejects to come to and make fun of me. No. I make fun of myself. Enough. And I'll roast your ass under the table any day of the week, but I'd rather be friends. There's something to be said about that. It's a big, big world. And this is mine. Anyways. Hey, passerby. Three farthings. What the hell's a farthing? That sounds like something a hobbit would say, and I'm all about that. Have you got any farthings? What's a farthing? It's a measurement of distance. Well, how much? It's a few. A few what? A few farthings. What is a farthing? I'm not sure. My granddaddy always used to say. Where's the Shire? We've got to go. Yeah, that's another thing too. I think people like little trolls, people online and stuff, they should watch like Lord of the Rings or read the books. Because when the shit's, when the shit is down, when the chips are down, the shit's down, all over, smeared all over the walls, and there's like people writing their names and shit all over the walls and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to be alone then. I want it there, and like zombies are taking over and whatnot. You know where I'm going to be going? I'm going to be going down to fucking Moonbase 11, hang out with the Australians. Those motherfuckers know what's up. They take no shit from anybody, and they take no candy from strangers. And you have to earn their respect. Like a feral cat. Named Jack. Sorry. Got a little smudge there. I'm going to have to start over. Where'd that come from? There's a big old smudge in there. Well, son of a bitch. I'm going to start over. Great. Alright. How did I even... Okay, I think I started with a circle. That big. I can't remember the rest. Damn it. Well, at least there's coffee. That's not coffee. Whoa, what the hell is that? Oh no, yeah, that's coffee. It's just really gross coffee. Pommy. Everything you say I want to like narrate. 1/4 of a penny in the old puppy. 1/4 penny in the old pommy days. Did I say it with like a horrible Cagney accent? Cagney? Is that the word I'm looking for? I always want to say Manchester, because that's the only place I know where they sort of maybe talk like that. It's just such a horrible racist version of the British language, though. I fucking hate white people. They're so British. I hate people. Wait. I hate language. I fucking hate stupid ass white language. Wait. What am I? Language. What do they speak down in Australia? Is it English? I mean, you're writing English, but what would you call it? Whatever you guys speak down there, I'm on Moonbase 3. I'm all about. Tell me when you want. After you guys are done talking, just let me know. These are things I need to know. If we're gonna start, if they're already building Moonbase 15. I don't know if anybody else knows that, and it's not on our moon. Just let that sink in just for a second. We should definitely have been hearing more about the Europa trip that's happening right now. I need to look into that. There's so many things I need to look into. There are so many things I would like listen to and watch and show you guys, right? Like if I didn't get copy. You know what I'm also figuring out, Joel? Maybe you can answer me this too, if you want. Do you listen to music when you go live? Because I feel like I get copywritten all the time for stuff, but I feel like sometimes I go in and look at it and it says that the copyright isn't like that big of a, doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal or something. Because I see people still getting hell of views for covering people's songs, even though I'm sure they're getting copywritten for it, unless they get. But I'm not, and I know these people are getting permission from like Pink Floyd or Radiohead to cover their music in their bedrooms. How do you get around that? Because I played like John Denver in the background of one of my videos, and it was off of YouTube. Oh god damn. And it was like I made a video for YouTube and used the editing on there and added a John Denver song, and it was copyright stricken. It's like it said it wasn't going to be able to be heard in some countries. I just thought that was really weird. Because I would play other people's songs all the time if I could, because that's the thing too. When I start playing my, it's like when I'm drawing, people say, "Can I draw a hamster?" And I say, "Huh? What? Why do you see this? What makes you see this and ask me to draw a fucking hamster? You stupid little." I'm just kidding. It's valid for a 10-year-old or something to ask, but that's even in real life. People have done that. Like they see this that I do and they say, "Can you draw Bruce?" They ask me if I can do a commission. I'm like, "Yeah, sure." "Can you draw Bruce Lee with nunchucks?" What? No. Yes, but no. Speaking of Bruce Lee, I'll put on my Bruce Lee shades. Oh, those are nice. So, yeah. Yeah. I never do music either, but then I've tried to do cover songs before, and they're all copywritten. I would say it's the last time I posted something and it wasn't copywritten was back in 2021 or 2022. And it was a Cure song that I made it was like it was Catch by The Cure. Sorry, Robert Smith. I love that fucking song. That was the last song I ever played, and then they didn't copyright it. And about a year later, God, time flies. I can't believe that was only like 3 years ago. I've moved like 5 times since then, and a state down. It's crazy. Actually, three fucking. I moved from Idaho in 2020 to Portland, Oregon. Lived there for 3 years, and then moved down to California. I've been down here for 8 months now or so. Back in like this area that I sort of grew up in, and it's a trip being back here at this age and having having all this like life experience, but still feeling like I'm a 17-year-old. Thus, I mean, I would have been doing this regardless. That's the thing too, where it's like people give you shit for like dressing up and stuff. Even my family, they make fun of me. They call it dress up, and I say, what are you guys doing with yourselves? All you guys do is go home and play video games, get stoned and play video games. At least I get stoned and play dress up, but I'm pretty creative. That's the thing. It's frustrating. All my family is like super creative and stuff, and they always are. It seems like they're like jealous or mad at me for the things that I do, but I always let them know that they can do the exact same stuff, if not better. You know, my niece is quite a gifted artist, and I did nothing but ever try to support her in that way. And now I don't even think she draws anymore. She's super talented though. She's young. How old am I? I'm 1,036. So that means she's about 800 years old, but still, she's young as fuck. It's weird. I think you can still do covers on Instagram for the most part because it's a different sort of platform, but nobody watches my Instagram or ever tunes into my Instagram, so I rarely ever go there and do live or anything except for with Joel maybe. I'm not sure. I think that they work against the copyright strikes work against you eventually, but I'll look into that actually. It's stuff that I need to know. Um, because sometimes I think the algorithm or whatever the AI hones in on something that it thinks is a copyright. Like I might be copyright written for just playing that little bit of the Cure song that I just played horribly, and I'll still probably be copywritten for that. Sometimes I don't even know, but I realized that you can go in there into your YouTube studio thing and find out more about it. And I did that the other day because one of my videos was copywritten, but then it said something like that it wasn't like a big deal, or in other words, it was copywritten, but wasn't a problem or something. But I don't know. It's just strange. So yeah, like Joel, I can never play. There's like copyright free music that I was playing for a while, but then I realized that some of it probably wasn't, and they just say it is. So you can't trust anything. So that's why I play my own music or Sleepy Seahorse so much, because he's not gonna sue me, and I'm not gonna sue myself. But then I see other channels that they do like that one girl that's on YouTube where she's like naked and playing a bass or a guitar, and she's just playing a fucking four measures of like every rock and roll song ever made or something, and she gets millions of views. But she doesn't get copywritten or anything happens. She racks it up. She's doing quite well for herself, God bless her. Fuck the universe, amen. There's definitely things like that I could have done to garner so many views. I could have shown some nipple, and it wouldn't have been illegal. Just don't look. But I'm a little bit shy. One time I actually did show some leg in one of my videos, and I got quite. No, I lost viewers. That was the great viewer loss of 1812. A lot of people don't remember that because the internet didn't exist back then. I remember because I'm 1,036 years old today. Oh yeah, because this video is gonna get copywritten anyways. Fuck it. Maybe I'll do that, and then I'll like look at it and say, look into the analytics and see why and how. That we all know. But I'll do a mashup really quick with. I won't do the whole version, but I was talking about a mashup between a Bengals song and a Violent Femmes song, and it kind of goes like this. Hold on to your butts. Oh, here we go. 3 strikes, your channel can be terminated. It only becomes a real issue when you make a lot of money from the video. Oh, okay, yeah. A lot of musicians. Okay. That's the thing, man. It's just like with money, you can do anything, really. I feel like even if you were copywritten and made money, as long as you paid something to YouTube, they would be fine with it. It's just, that's the way of the world now. If you don't have money, you're fucked. Like, you're just doomed. Unless, I mean, if you're different, if you're like somewhat eccentric. Joel's channel is pretty straightforward. You're like super professional with yours. So I mean, I'm trying to like think of like a scenario. I just don't. Yeah, because I'm so, I just say random shit. I'm surprised I haven't gotten 3 strikes, to be honest. But like you said, I think I would have to be profiting off of like somebody's misery or something. which is the end goal. It is the end goal, but still I have to get famous in order to become infamous. This is a song. All the old paintings on the tunic to the Sundance, don't you know? If they move too quick, throw away, it'll fall down like a domino. All the bands are meant by the Nile, they got their money on a bet. A gold crocodile, roll away, snap your teeth on a cigarette. Shit. Always stars with the hearts in Is it just B and E? Oh, that's right, because the change is D for the Bengals song. Walking around like you're number one. And downtown and you got no guns. Don't shoot that thing at me. Don't shoot that thing at me. Only you got my sympathy, but don't shoot that thing at me. Don't shoot that thing at me. Don't shoot that thing at me. Only you got my sympathy, but don't shoot that thing at me. to have it down like pretty well. I can't play the whole thing. My fucking voice is shot. But I sure do love Gordon's little voice. Gordon Gano. Weird little man. I think they're from, where are they from again? Minnesota? But yeah, there's a way to tie in Rock Like an Egyptian with that song. And it was pretty funny back in the day. We played it live a few times, and it turned out pretty well. Correct. You drive and there are sites where you can listen. Do songs like Walker Jr. Are you asking me to do a song like Walker Jr.? I don't know who that is. Or I think Medium Soda. They have a similar story to you too, because in the early days of the Violent Femmes, they were kind of like a, alternative punky, obviously, punk, whatever version of whatever they were. But they, right after they became sort of big, I think two of them, including Gordon, the lead singer and stuff, became a born-again Christian, and they nearly broke up because of it. And I forget who it was, maybe the bass player wasn't, or something like that, or didn't become one, and so there was almost like a chance of them breaking up. And the same thing happened with U2 after they became famous, like after their first or second album, I think. They, like, Bono and The Edge and like I want to say the drummer became a Christians, and the bassist wasn't having any of it. And so they almost broke up because of that. So essentially, the Violent Femmes are just like a Christian rock band. But he does sing about Jesus quite a bit. But I do too. Not necessarily Jesus, but I sing about God a lot. People could misconstrue my stuff for like me being like somewhat religious or something. I'm religious when it comes to being religious about not being religious. It's a difference between believing in God and being religious. It's a big difference. What's my band name? We were called Story Grub and the Holy Wars. Based off of a song I wrote called The Holy Wars. About how gods of all shapes and sizes want to fuck us all over. Or use humans to do their dirty work. I'm not a big fan of authority. I think you should always question authority. There's a strange hypocrisy in the world where in their books it says to follow the laws of man, but then in real life people don't do that. They use the book to break laws or to go against obvious things that are trying to make the world a better place for everybody around them. People use books in the worst ways imaginable to get what they want. Just how they use cryptocurrency, or moon dust for that matter. Moonbase 11 knows all about that shit. I mean, I'm still riding that roller coaster. Moon dust is like, I'll fuck you up for like weeks. It's like crack times a million. I mean, I was bald before I started doing this podcast just about 20 minutes ago. I mean, look at what it does. It grows your hair back. It's amazing. Not on my chest, though, apparently. I think what it does is sucks the hair from the rest of your body and sort of goes like right out the top of your head. But then you cut it off right at the right point to where you have a full head of hair. Otherwise, it's going to fall out and crawl away. The hair's just going to fall away just like a bunch of worms. Which is okay. It's not a big deal. It is really cold out here. I'm not even wearing shoes. But this is what we do for art. We suffer. And we suffer good, don't we, Joe? Anybody else out there make art? I was taught how to make art. I was taught to be creative by a man named Arthur P. Wellington. I don't know if anybody knows that name, but he's a very important man in the art world. Holy shit. And he taught me how important it is to remember where we came from as artists, and how important it is to remember where we came from as artists, where we came from. Just something to remember. He didn't tell me where we came from or anything like that, but I like to believe that one time, someday, he will. That's what I choose to believe. You wouldn't only drive for me, son. You wouldn't only drive with me. Let me just tell you that much. You would be right up there on stage with me. Every goddamn night. Dancing in front of the crowd. I mean, unless you don't want to dance, you can stay behind the stage, backstage, and just watch. But if you want to dance, you dance. You can dance in private. Take some pictures, preferably video. Send it to me. I know people. I'll get you in front of cameras. I'll get you in front of anybody you need. And then people will be driving you around. All right. I'm glad we got that settled, Tim. Oh, Tim, he's the driver. He's my baby driver. There's an Adam Driver joke in there somewhere. That's what I'm saying with that moon dust. You never have to dream sleep again. It depends. Are you a dreamer? If you're a dreamer, 50-50. I'm a dreamer, and I do all the moon dust I like. And I haven't slept in about 1,036 years since I was born. I was born in the moon dust. I was born in it. Other people just rent it. Just look at it like it's in a store window, like a mannequin dressed up like a whore. God damn it. I live it. It is nipply out here. Ooh, goose nipply. I got goose pimples all over. Well, that's the funny thing, Tim, is that someday here in the next few weeks, hopefully, I'm going to be talking with some people. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. It's like I want to do art so bad, and I am, obviously. I do art. I have a big art show here in this town that I'm in a few, like 5 months from now, and that I haven't. It's like I'm so scattered, so thin. Like, so I want to go on tour, but I want to go as a country western singer, and it would be so fun to have like an actual tour bus for something like that, or a budget. Holy shit! But I want to film a movie, kind of like a. If it's country, would it be a rockumentary? I think it would. But I have a plethora of songs to choose from, but 3 so far that are solely dedicated to this country western artist. His name's Blight Chokum. Chokum if you got. There we go. That was a little sample. But yeah, Blight. I was thinking about going to Bakersfield and playing some shows out there. There's like a famous venue out there apparently. Oh, that's gone. I just dropped a pick and it's gone now. I'm never gonna find that. I'll find that when like I move out of this place and but I don't even know why I grabbed my guitar. Yeah, Bakersfield, if a lot of people don't know, there's something called the Bakersfield Sound. And back in the day, in the 70s, Bakersfield was quite a scene for country western artists, outlaw country western artists. And Bakersfield is only like an hour away from where I live. So I had this idea to go on a little tour and film it. Film as much as I possibly can. Hopefully I could have like a cameraman or something too, but the idea is that I'm going to have producers for this. I'm going to go have a conversation with them soon in January and make it into a short film or like a series or like a actual. I mean, I have enough ideas that I could make it into a feature film. But it might have to start small and garner some whatever. So, if that happens, I'll hit you up. I don't even know if I'm making any sense right now. That's third month my water heater. Hey, darling. Love you, but can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to talk over here. Your knock jokes just aren't hitting home over here. Oh, you're good. I'm just kidding. Well, the whole idea stemmed because I was doing these parody videos. Of like, I did a few parodies of like White Stripes. I did a Bob Dylan. I rewrite all these songs and stuff to suit art, to make it about art. So if I did Art Club, which I'm making fun of today, I did a parody of the Fight Club, where I played Tyler Durden. This is his getup. According to that one kid, I'm just gay. But, which is fine. I'm a little bit gay, I have to admit. So, yeah, that's why I'm dressed like this. And I thought it would be fun to play, because this is like the Tyler Durden version of Story Grub. He's just very sorry. My cat is trying to... What's she doing? What are you doing? You're so cute. No, don't run away. Every time people don't even know if I have a cat. Every time I turn the camera towards her, she's like, poof. It's like she knows she's being filmed. But Blight Chokum happened and because I wanted to just write like a song that was just... I don't even know where I have those words. I have notebooks like everywhere. But I wrote like a... Oh, this is the sitcom. I just wrote like a stupid ass song, just in like a boot stomping kind of like a... I'm a shit kicking, red, white, and blue flicking, stupid ass kid. And then it was all about how Jesus is his president or something like that. And the whole idea with Blight, he was gonna basically, if it was like a stage play, where's my, did I drop it? Got it. Oh, I found my pick. I found my pick too. Oh, 1 second. Oh, God damn it. Go. Come on. There we go. anyways, so I started writing more songs under Blight because I liked being that character so much. Because he's quite charming. And the idea would be the evolution of Blight if you were, say, watching it on a stage. I don't know if you've ever heard of Hedwig and the Angry Inch, but there's a stage production of it that's famous, and it was a theater piece before it was a movie. I saw the movie first, but then a friend of mine played Hedwig at a cabaret in Ashland, Oregon. He played it very well. And so I got to see how, and I helped with that show too, filming it and stuff like that with my friend's filming crew. So I got to see the show like in a very personal way. And my friend Wade was Hedwig, so he was staying at our house at the time, so I was like immersed in this like fucking crazy world. Looking back now, it was like obviously a world that I should have been more a part of, I feel like. Because nowadays, anyways, if you've ever even seen Hedwig and the Angry Inch, it's a great musical. I highly recommend it. So that's sort of where Story Grub originated from, is my love for these rock musicals like Who, Who's Tommy. I still don't know who Tommy is, but Pink Floyd, The Wall, and these sorts of things, and Hedwig, and what's she eating? Abby. So, anyways, yeah, the whole idea is that Blight, the Hedwig performance on stage, is basically how my friend Wade summed it up. Was like a rock star is having a nervous breakdown on stage in front of you, and it's like that's the best way to describe anything, because that's everybody wants to see a train wreck, and even though Hedwig is super funny, it's still really deep, and there's a lot of shit going on in that piece. So Blight would be similar, where he would, I think the evolution of him throughout a set, for example, even if it was a set like to play a set in between bands or something, that he would go up there, and if he had a chance to play 7 songs, the first song would be about my faith is my cornerstone and the most important thing in my life, and all this shit. But by the end, he's like completely lost his faith, and he's just going through this whole inner, turmoil about like what life means and what existence means and all this stuff. But he's still like this outlaw country western guy, and I've never seen that done before, because nowadays it's like if you're a country western guy, you're like, I don't even know. I've never even seen those guys smoking a joint. I think it'd be I want to do a sketch where Blight goes into a pot shop and buys weed, and he like smokes weed for the first time, and he's like writing all these songs like stoned or something. I've just never seen that done. I've been around cowboys my entire life, and I don't even know if I've ever seen one of them. I mean, I know they do smoke weed, but I wonder what they're like when they do what they do, because this shit opens my mind, and it like makes me, drugs in general just make me feel good, No, I would like to explore that character and those ideas, and put myself in scenarios that are potentially even like somewhat dangerous to get those ideas out there, because I can take it. And I have the songs. Oh shit, the tip of this is broken. You poor little bastard. Ugly wig. But he has a better wig. He has a mullet. I have tons of wigs. This is my Tyler Durden wig. What do you mean you've seen it happen? Oh, you've seen cowboys get stoned? Well, it's not that I haven't. It's not that I just feel like it would be interesting to see a certain kind of country western, like he's like an in-between. He's not like famous, but Blight's sort of like on his way to becoming something, or at least so that's what he thinks, you know what I mean? And so it's more of like a hiccup, or it's a detriment to him, because he's exploring his mind, but he's having all these questions are coming up, like why this and why that? And through the music and through the lyrics of the songs, he starts realizing things about himself. And I don't know, I think it'd just be a funny way it'd be like a fish out of water sort of scenario where he's going into like punk rock bars and playing these like country western songs, and but like the people in the bar think it's real, and I would be in character the entire time. They wouldn't know it's fake. They would just think like this fucking asshole's coming in here to play all these. But then they might even like the songs by the time the set is done, because they're not going to be any country western song they ever heard. But it'll have the twang to it, you know. Let's see if I can do it. Well, shut up and get right to it. It's all the same. I think it's well, shut up and get right to it. Yeah, it is C. I was young and never learned anything. How do I do? The devil made me do it. The devil. Yeah, it's G. It is G. Well, shut up and get right to it. It's all the same. I was young, dumb, and full of fluid. Never listened to anything. I was raised upright, countrified. In church I even sang. But something inside could no longer hide, and it was finding a night. Yeah, the devil made me do it. I was a puppet on a string. Knew that if I blew it, I could lose the whole dang thing. This ain't life, there ain't nothing to it, but every gain a little pain. Yeah, the devil made me do it, but I'm to blame. And I would write, there's more verses and shit, but that's like the whole, that would be like the name of the documentary or the mockumentary. It would be The Devil Made Me Do It. Black Chokum. The Black Chokum story. Which would be so meta in itself, because it's like the Black Chokum story. Grub. I don't know. I'm just a big dork. And I will never grow up, and everybody can go fuck themselves that say that never growing up isn't cool, because it's I have a lot of friends and stuff. No. If I'm looking around me and I see people who call themselves grown-ups or adults, and I don't want to have anything to do with those fucking people, to be honest. I'll always be a kid at heart. I'll always root for the underdog. I'll always fight against conglomerate, corporate war party machines that kill and stifle my friends and their geniuses and their geniuses and their genius assistants. I'll always speak truth to power, even if it's all lies. You can take that to the bank and exchange it for cash, and give me the cash, please. I like money. All right. Well, you just earned yourself a one-way ticket to jail if you're gonna be talking like that on my channel. Because that's not cool. Whatever the fuck that just meant. Getting people pregnant? Like what? Even if that's a joke, that's kind of a fucked up joke, dude. Just saying. You want to clarify that before I fucking block your ass from my channel for all time? Yeah, do you want to clarify that? What do you mean, going somewhere and getting people pregnant? You don't see how that could be problematic, or do you expect me to laugh at that? You think that that's funny? I don't. Yeah, I understand what Thailand means. The other part where you said you go there and get people pregnant. What does that mean? Ain't no driver of mine ever gonna be talking like that about people. And just so you know, I'm on the side of sex workers. So if you're talking like that on my channel, you can go fuck off. Like I just said, I stick up for the fucking underdogs. Not people who apparently like get off on making people pregnant. Or whatever the fuck that means. You take care of them? Whatever, dude. Well, I'm drawing some breath right now. Because I think people leave the strangest comments and don't even seem to understand what they sound like to other people in this world. Or how, like, something like that might be misconstrued through text. I'm a pretty goofy person, but when it comes to that kind of stuff, there ain't no sense of humor with that kind of shit. No, they don't. And that's why that person is hidden now. So you can make all your little comments all you want, but you're hidden. I think that's the best kind of punishment. Apparently there was some guy that I used to work with at this co-op in Idaho. And everybody at that place knew that when he was there for so many years, so he was being paid very, very well, because the old guy, the guy that like ran the co-op, would just pay people however the fuck much he wanted. And he took it, and then like, so when he was sort of grandfathered in, so he was still getting, when everything changed, he was still getting that amount of money. So every year you get like PTO to go, you can, go away for a week. And motherfucker would brag about going to Thailand and like raping young people, and people, and he would come back and tell coworkers about it and shit. And he'd just go over there to be with underage people. And I think I don't understand like where people even would think that would be even cool to bring up in conversation as a joke, like, let alone in a serious way. I take care of them. Like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I'll take care of you, stupid piece of shit. One thing we don't do around here is pick on the weak. Okay. My cat is getting restless because it is time for her to eat. Thanks for your nice words, by the way, Slowed Songs. Appreciate that. feel like I was a little bit too harsh, but at the same time, that's just a really weird thing to say. Some things I just can't ignore. My friend Joel and I talk about this a lot because sometimes people come onto these streams and they say that they're gonna kill themselves or some shit, you know? And so, what do I do with that? I mean, I don't know if they're real. I don't know if they're just like looking for attention. I don't know if they're like standing on the edge of a bridge. But either way, it like kind of puts a wrench into the whole, the energy, the vibe of the night or the live stream for me, anyways. Because now I just can't stop thinking about, or you know, that in the other scenario, I couldn't stop thinking about this person, and so I kind of just have to stop what I'm doing. Like if you're really thinking about suicide, you don't want to be talking to me about it. Not that I'm going to tell you to not do it. I just mean like I'm not the most responsible person to be telling people how to live their lives. Coming from somebody who nearly put a bullet in their brain and lived to tell the tale, I'm not the one to help others. I can guide people or show them that they're not alone, or that they're not, that some people can keep going, I guess. But you can't, if you're on that level, you gotta just keep going. You can't stop and think about things too much. And that's why for the past 13 something years, I've just been paying attention. Don't. Ow. Sorry. Hairy roaches. These motherfuckers are big. But I also think that was a disgusting thing to say about sex workers in general. Or another human being. I mean, you don't say that about anybody. You wouldn't say that about sex workers, and you just don't say that kind of shit without having something wrong with your fucking brain. Or are you thinking other people are gonna laugh? Or what kind of people do you hang out with, or you think something like that is gonna go over with that crowd? You gotta be. You're driving too much, buddy. You need to slow down. And after I wrote that song for you, I made up an entire song for you. I wrote a poem. I sent you so much money. My cat is so funny. Don't be eating garbage, sweetie. I'll feed you in just a second. She's like, I'm just gonna eat a rubber band in front of you because I know you hate that. I'm like, no! I'll feed you your food in just a second. Abby! Stop! You little poop. I'm gonna get you. Anywho, yeah, I should probably go now. Thanks, Slode. Thank you, Slode Songs. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too empathetic. I mean, I may be like 3 or 4 empathetic, you know? Maybe a 4. Sometimes I'm a 5 empathetic, but I you know what I mean? There's a part of me that wants to just, you know, there's this version of me that I'm dressed up as right now. It would I don't know, just wants to see the world burn. Knows that nothing matters, nothing you say fucking matters, nothing we do matters. The people that are in control are all monsters, no matter what side of the fucking aisle they're on. Everybody's a piece of shit and the whole world is out to get you. But, like I always say, there is such thing as balance in the universe. Without one, you can't have the other kind of thing, you know? And I understand that I can hold all those ideas inside of me, just how I can still hold on to the fact that love is the most important thing you can ever hope to aspire to in this world, like true love, or just the compassion that creates heroes and destroys monsters. And that's a sight to behold, especially when you can do it within yourself. When the light overpowers the darkness, because there's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of darkness out there. It's a matter of finding the light inside of you and projecting it, fucking eating it, you know, letting it consume you, but also never letting go of the balance. And that balance is never ending, and it constantly changes. We're always walking that tight wire. And that's life, you know. I'm at the point where I just don't want to do any harm to anything or anybody. That I'll be violent against people that are bullies, or that I deem, or that even somebody that just looks a little bit differently than me. If they don't have the same sort of facial structure, hair, clothes, if they're not from the same street that I live on, fuck those people. I was just kidding. That was and that's the thing, man. It's all about loving everybody, but carrying a big stick. Anyways, fuck the universe, amen. I love y'all. I gotta go do some real shit. Like, I don't know. Talk about the weather with customers. Whether they like it or not. Whether I like it or not. Those are my red pants. These are my red pants. I wear these on days where, well, it's red. It's okay to wear red. This is my top hat. I wear this on days when I want to be on top. And this is my ski mask. I wear this when I want to be a bloke. I was in a band for many years. Nobody ever heard us. We never released any music, but we were the most famous rock bands in all the world. Nobody even knows who the bloody hell we were. But nonetheless, we were. And God damn it, we're making our famous comeback. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Just who's in charge of the wardrobe around here? I mean, don't think this fits properly. What? Well, it doesn't bloody fit, does it? Let's see. I can't see through the mask here. There we go. Right there. Then I'm gonna zip up my... Oh gosh. Doesn't really... This is an improper fit. Just so you all know. Don't you bloody laugh at me, you little... Gotta go. Pants falling down. Yeah. I know there's children out there watching, so I just want to say fuck the universe, amen, and all that crap. Going on a world tour tonight. Just to the other side of the street and back. It's kind of the people over there from another country. I think that's what we were calling it. So we were calling it a world tour, right? Right. Yep. Okay. Well, they don't seem to know what's going on around here, but I do. I'm going to be wearing these bloody pants tonight. Well, you can bet your bloody little socks on that. All right. All right, everybody. You all go and be bastards now, wherever you got to be bastards at. And we're going to be bastards over here. We can all be bastards together. There's hair coming out my bloody hole. Can't even see what the fuck I'm doing. Somebody want to fix this nonsense? Okay, I'm gonna go. Terry, you son of a bitch. You fucking hold the cue cards up the wrong way one more time and I'm gonna... Oh, that's still on. Okay. You all be safe out there. I love you.